Technical documentation provides essential information about a product or service to a person or organization in need of it. For our purposes here on the Shoemanifesto channel, technical design really serves to galvanize ideas and to ensure that I'll be able to complete each step and procedure that I need to in order to craft these handmade shoes. Stick around to see more. Hi, welcome back to Shoemanifesto. Today we move into the technical side of design. By this point the concept is down, but now I'll begin to determine if the elements of this design are possible. That's due to the careful planning and strategic thinking involved in this step. I have to decide how these pattern pieces align and are then sewn together. That thought process includes function like, how will these boots be fastened? Is the upper and lining material appropriate for use? How will I maintain the shape? And so on. Of course I'll also be looking at sourcing and costing, but my primary task today is making sure that all the elements of my design concept can be accomplished, and can be accomplished here, by hand, with no specialized machinery. And if I encounter a design element that represents a hurdle or a limitation, I have to think, how will I overcome that? I'll be making forms for this handmade shoes project that are related to cost, material, color, specifications, callouts, and of course my last details. And just like an industry tech pack, I'll be focusing down to very fine details like thread, thread type, thread color, stitches per inch, midsole, heel type, and so on. I'll also make a breakdown list of the cost of every component, supplier, service that I use to make these boots. And I can't forget hidden costs on things like glues, stiffeners, tapes, corks, dyes, and threads. Shoemaking is a game of millimeters and pennies. Every millimeter of adjustment in either the lasts or the patterns will completely change the fit. And every penny or sometimes fractions of pennies can completely change a design. And may even allow for more value to be added back into the project. Let's go over and take a look at the forms that I created for this project's tech pack. My first form is the tech flat. This goes with the packet in order to give an overall view of each design. We can see upper pattern shape and placement, upper stitching, and edge treatments. Next I add all of the artwork, which includes the initial pencil design sketch, and the marker rendering, which I always complete in step 2 of each series. And if you haven't, please go back to that previous video, and feel free to download the tech flat that I included in the video description, and have fun with it. Share what colors and ideas you come up with on your social medias, and make sure to tag Shoemanifesto in your post. My next form is a spec sheet, which gives a complete description of the design for this project. Season, silhouette, colors, materials, closures, edge treatments, construction methods, and I also list all of the consumables that will be used. Closely related to that is the material sheet, which gives all the possible information on materials including swatches. I include the vendor's info and the unique item identifier. Next is the cost breakdown worksheet. It shows material name and description, the vendor, the unit of sale, and the cost per unit. This form allows me to estimate my costs, the net usage, and get a more accurate estimate of the actual cost per pair, and I can also monitor waste and loss. This is my last worksheet. It gives me some basic details on the lasts I'll be making. Description, silhouette, heel height, wedge angle, toe shape, and the size info. These will be boot lasts, so that will make them a bit tougher to make with the shanks. It will take a lot of experimenting to make these boot lasts, so a little bit I'm going to be playing it by ear. Next are my callout sheets. This form brings special attention to any construction details that require specific instruction. For this project, I've created callouts for the center back zipper, the edge treatments, the outsole edge finish, and a few other small details like the snap rivets and the small piping here at the cross vamp. As is standard for Shoemanifesto, I make callouts for the sock liner, the label, and the toe shape. It shows material, shape, and color, as well as the label placement. Remember though that the insole binding is a pretty fluid situation. I haven't actually decided what material I'm going to use yet. I'm allowing space for ideas to happen. One form that's missing from this tech pack is the color chart worksheet. Our color story is monochromatic, black and white with a pop color of silver. It felt a little bit overkill to create a form for that. The next step for us in the series is last making, and that leads right into pattern making, specifically the drape and the flattened form all the way to the final patterns. So when the project is done, I'll take all the patterns I create and add them to this packet. I'm going to leave you with a look at me preparing this tech pack. I'll be assembling all of the forms and components that I'll be using to craft this project. I feel so blessed to share my work with you. And I really like it whenever I speak to someone and they tell me about the goal they once had, but life. That is precisely the other side of the Shoemanifesto coin. To inspire the creativity in each of you, whatever that goal or dream is that you have inside yourself, remember that it's possible. Dreams can come true, and it's never too late. In the very next video of this series, I'm going to make a pair of lasts for these boots, all by hand, using no machines. Remember that these will be especially tough to make because I have to craft the leg shanks and figure out a way to affix those to the foot portion of the lasts. This step may again take 2 weeks. If it does, please bear with me. I will do my best, but as always, I want to do it right. I'll upload that step as soon as I can. In the meantime, the call to action on this video for you, the viewer, is to, as much as possible, protect your thoughts and emotions from the negative. We're being bombarded every day by social media, by the news, and by conversations. So take whatever step you need to protect your mind and spirit. Don't ingest too much negativity. There's an old axiom that's actually very sound advice: to focus only on what you can control. Enjoy this week's edit. Don't ever give up on your dream. See you in the next one.
From side to side, without you by my side, my side, my side, without you by my side. One time from side to side. Peekaboo, I see you, peekaboo, I see you, looking at me, looking at you. Hold up, where you going? What you doing? Who you seeing? What you need? What you want? I said, without you by my side, my side, my side, without you by my side. One time from side to side, without you by my side. I can't go outside, without you by my side. I can't go outside, without you by my side. I can't go outside. One time from side to side.